Hey everybody, it's me, Truth Dog. Woo woo! Yeah, so I promised my 3 viewers that I would only make a video. I wouldn't make a video unless I felt like it, you know what I mean? But I'm bored, so I'm breaking that promise. Lapquake. But this is something that I've been putting off forever. This question I've been asked. Difficult word, asked. Is that why black people say axed? I've never met a black person. Australia is incredibly racist. So we don't have blacks. We don't have blacks, or we don't have blacks or Jews. No, seriously. We don't really have. We have plenty of brown people, plenty of Asian people, plenty of whites. Too many whites, but not very many like African kind of black people. Where's this video going? And not. And not many Jews that I'm aware of. But my theory is, I'm doing something a little different here. I'm getting into a conspiracy theory. That after the Jews took over America and even Europe, I think they did that. I wasn't good at school or history or anything like that. But does it look like George Bush? A little bit. George Bush Jr. George Bush. Topical, I find that's what most people are clicking videos on for, is impressions of George Bush Jr. Does he have a son? Because if he had how his dad is George Bush, and George Bush, former President George Bush, the one from the 90s. Oh, they're both from the 90s. Holy crap. Okay, the one from the 80s. That, the older George Bush. What was his dad's name? Was his dad also called George Bush Sr.? Or, because, here's what I'm thinking. If George Bush has a son, does he have a son? I know that he's got Jenna Bush, and he's got 2 ugly daughters, and they're alcoholics or something. But here's what I'm thinking. What's his ugly wife's name? Have you noticed? Little bit of what do you call it? The word I was looking for. But anyway, non sequitur maybe. Have you noticed all of the first ladies are ugly? What's up? What's the deal with that? What's up with that? Why are they the first men, or presidents as I like to call them, why are they so hot? But the first ladies are sure shit, They're not so good, Al, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so the point I'm making. The point I'm making is that if whatever George Bush Jr.'s wife's name is, if she's still fertile, then they should have another child. They should go for a son. Because I was just wondering, what would they call their son? If his dad is already called George Bush Jr. and he doesn't have the creativity to name anyone other than any males, anything other than George Bush. It's also narcissism, That's why that's my take on it. That's it. Stop narcissism, okay? Narcissists should not be allowed to name their children their own name and then just slap Junior on the end of it. They're basically cucking their sons. That's the flip side of it. That's my take anyway. Oh boy. Should I keep going? Oh, you all laughed out. None of that was good. None of that was funny. I laughed at some of it because I'm just wasting people's time. This is called filibustering. I can do it all day. No, actually. Um, yes. Reptilians, though, huh?